But no, it's been in the works for a minute. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Long lost twin, as you can see by the resemblance. Bro, I didn't even know about any of that stuff. Like, you were the one that like explained to me. It's October 5th. It was just our half birthday, matter of fact. So everybody send their belated half happy birthday texts. But I didn't even know like Libra, Taurus, any of that stuff until you would tell me. Like, I didn't even know what I was when I was with you.
I kind of like just learned about it. Probably about a little bit long, probably about a year or so before we talked about it.
Yeah.
But
we were together on our birthday, October 5th. We were together.
Most definitely. Yeah. I've been in Cali twice for 2 birthdays straight.
Yeah.
On the train, headed that way.
October 5th, that's the day. But no, we appreciate it big time. I'm definitely super excited to get into this one. It's like the perfect story of just like really working with the artist, building up side by side, and then also a lot to talk about as far as like producing, but just like the art of engineering too.
Right.
So appreciate it big time. It's been in the works for a minute. One of the biggest goats, man. Hardbody in the building, the producer room, powered by producer culture. My guy, what's going on?
Ooh, that's a Hardbody beat.
Cooling, man. Just working as usual, I appreciate you.
Right back to it. But obviously, like the big news, Fredo's been going absolutely crazy lately. Every single time he drops, he's top 20 trending on YouTube. Every single song going up. Two-Face Bang 2 just came out. Some crazy records on there. He's got Roddy Ricch on there, amongst a bunch of other super dope features. So congrats on everything, man. The project is among us. Like, how you feeling? It's finally out. You feeling good about everything? You're on damn near every single song.
Yeah. I feel more relieved, but I'm putting in work for the next one, So it's just really a process when you're dealing with the artist lifestyle, get in the mix of the music, and it kind of helped the music better, but it just be a kind of tedious, stressful point at times, you know what I'm saying? But I'm the GOAT.
Yeah, definitely the GOAT. But it's been a lot of twists and turns with the project, man. But it's finally out. It's doing really well. Like, what was kind of like the whole process with just getting everything together, getting everything put out? I know things kind of shifted around a little bit with this track was supposed to be on there and then this one or whatever. But what was kind of like the process with the project all coming together?
The process, really started with the vision of the artist. So once the artists get into that mode of what the body of work of gonna be, considered to be on the album, if they personal moods shift their music, then the music start changing. So you just got to stay focused and always adapt to it. So I really don't stress too much on the creativity part. It's just making sure it meet the, you know what I'm saying, that next level sound, because that's the main thing. Never try to sound like the last tape, or the singles before that. So that's pretty much it on with that.
No, it's been like Fredo's had just such a crazy come up, even just the last couple of years. Like the pandemic was really, really like a breakthrough time for him. Like Top going crazy, remix with Dirk, like just
we was outside during the whole pandemic.
The whole time going crazy.
The whole time we was grinding.
Yeah, man, it's been nuts. But we'll get to like you and Fredo's first click up. But I guess for you, like, kind of how does like it all start off, even with just like music, like where are you from? Like, how do you really get into it in the first place?
Oh shit, I'm from Louisiana. I'm from Plaquemine, Louisiana. A lot of people think I'm from Baton Rouge, but I'm from 10 minutes from Baton Rouge. I'm not actually from Baton Rouge, but it really started off as just some neighborhood stuff, so far as with the Hardbody thing. And as time progressed, I'm pretty much the one that kind of like stuck to it the most. Like I really, really, really like this is all I do every day, all day. Since then to now, nothing changed. But it went from that point to once I did start making a name locally wise, then now the neighborhood get behind me and like, it's you, you the one, and I never really wanted to take up on all of that weight and all that stress, but over time I got used to it.
Yeah, most definitely. For you, did it start with you making music, you making beats, or like engineering? How did it start?
It started off with just having a passion for music, I was raised in the kind of like musical family. My pops and stuff introduced me to music, but when I got into it in these days, I started rapping first. And over time as rapping, just with the crew, just rapping, and it wouldn't really, it wasn't going nowhere for me. I feel like it wasn't going nowhere. And the main goal at that time was to try to, get some money, do some shows. That's it. Go to the club, do the shows, make the money. But as as time went on, it was like, got tired of buying beats, got tired of rapping on YouTube beats, instrumentals from industry records. So it was like somebody had to learn how to do it. And I picked it up and kind of like stuck with it. And it came to a point to where like I actually started making money off of it, to where it was like, it's beneficial, it's paying bills, and I love doing it. So I stuck with the producer, engineer, songwriting for a couple of years.
Yeah, man, it's so crazy too that like, I don't know, I guess it just speaks to you being sort of resourceful, but so many people like they'll try to rap but not like the beats that they have. So they'll just be like, well, I guess that's it. Like,
Yeah, and that's pretty much where it was for me. I don't like rapping on my own beats unless I make the song, take the YouTube beat off, and remake a whole new beat over the song. Then I might like it. But
yeah.
so far as me just rapping on them, I've been to heard them so long till I don't like them no more like that. So I give them to other artists.
Yeah, man, it's always crazy how it all comes together. But how did you, so when you first started doing it, it was just kind of like some local stuff, like working with different artists in the city. Did like did you have a spot that you were doing it? Were you doing it in like your own crib or apartment, or like how did you have it all set up?
Yeah, well, it all started off at the crib, but as time changed, a couple issues happened, and I was actually working. I had a 9 to 5, and something just kept telling me, man, stick to the music, stick to the music. So I kind of like was setting it up for the quit my job and then open the spot. But I ended up quitting my job and having to open the spot and then recording. And then next thing you know, a household name. So that gave me leeway to give my beats away and shop my beats to people. So that went from other artists locally making good songs off of it to the big local artists to now this level. So it was really, really, really the engineering, producing, and owning my own studio would help me get
Yeah.
my own brand, like the brand.
So it kind of started off with the engineering, building up your name to a point where you could shop your beats after that.
Yeah. I treated every artist's music like it was mine. So
Yeah.
when I'm in there, the energy is in there. So most of them just record with me, because I'm gonna tell them, man, stop, no, try this, try that. I'm gonna give them pointers and never let them just leave out the studio with no anything, because at the end of the day, that somebody gonna ask where you did that at. So, my name's still attached to it, even though I'm not the voice of the face on the record.
So when you were doing it out of your crib in the beginning, it was mostly engineering. Did your crib become like the spot like right away where artists were just coming in and out of all the time?
Yeah. Well, it was like the Click House became the spot. My actual house, I didn't actually record too many people, certain people that I kind of like been knowing before it got to that point. But yeah, the spot became the actual spot. So it was like, we got to move it into a commercial area because we got too much traffic coming through the neighborhood, and like the local city people didn't understand what was going on. So it looked like a trap house, but it actually was a studio.
Yeah.
Like, so that was a big transition right there too.
But even just that, like that probably builds up like your name and brand so much, because like you ask basically anybody that's making music where they're going to make their music, and it comes back to you every single time. Like
right. That was a good green light for me, having that studio.
Yeah. So how long did it take you before you were able to get your own, like your actual own studio to start like having people come in and out of?
It took some years. It took a couple of years.
Yeah.
That part didn't happen overnight, but I always had some type of sort of a studio. But once I got the building and stuff, I probably was already in like 6 years, before it got to that point. And then once I got the spot, it took 2 years. I'm in Miami getting fat now, So it's just every day nonstop. I do this every day, all day.
All day. When did you kind of like, I guess for you, because it's kind of like two ways of like making it, right? You're either like making it where you're making enough money that you could do that all day, every day, and that might be making it, or you're either making it because you're working with like artists of this certain caliber. Like, at what point were you like, oh shit, like this is gonna work? Was it when like artists you were working with started having actual motion? Was it just when like you hit that dollar amount? Like, when was the point where you're like, okay, I might have something here?
Once one of the artists, a few of the artists that I was working with started getting in motion to where like they songs locally was like that song, and it was like, okay, we might be on to something, So that kind of like motivated it. But the money came afterwards, that come and go. But so far as the grind and the spotlight, it stayed, and just try your best not to fumble the ball. That's all I stuck to,
And that was really the big green light right there.
Yeah. Because it was like so much attention. It's like I could take this attention and turn it into some type of revenue, So it was that transition, learning a little bit more of the business that helped get it to the next level,
And at what point do you and Fredo click up and start working together?
We really click up often, but at this point, it's just like I kind of come up with something, or he'll come up with something on his own, and either I bring the idea to him or vice versa, and we'll go from there. I try I don't give him beat packs, I try to like treat every record and make sure each one of them that we do together count. And I try to do that with all artists. That's why I don't really like sending out beat packs, because I like to catch where you going, with your career, what sound you're looking for, if you're trying to change your sound, if you need help with your sound, that's more of me, So it's quite often that we do hook up, but it's not often that I just give him beats and just let him go. We'll normally brainstorm before we do whatever.
Yeah. At what point, what was the first ever song you guys did together?
The first song, this was before people knew who he was.
Yeah.
It was a song called Diamonds on My Chest with him, the late G Money, and Main Music from Baton Rouge. And I recorded them at the crib back then.
Is that the first time you met?
That's the first time I ever met him.
Damn. What year was that, do you think?
I'm gonna say it was about 15 or 16.
Man, that's crazy. People like Fredo's at such a point now where like everybody's always begging to try to get like a placement with him, and like an artist of that caliber or whatever. People hit me all the time. I'm sure people are sending you beats, loops, like this, that, and like all day, every day. But it's so like you done built it up to a point since, I mean, that's really like 6-7 years in the making, which is crazy.
Yeah. It's starting to look pretty on this side, and it's getting a lot of attention and shit. But
yeah,
that's come with it.
Man, it's definitely starting to look good. I mean, how many? You probably don't know an exact number, but like how many songs do you think you guys have together at this point, whether you produced or engineered or whatever? Like,
I have a backup hard drive with almost close to like 800-900 songs, and this like just like bodies of work from that time frame of meeting to now.
800, and there's probably at least a couple more hundred that you don't even have.
Most definitely.
I mean, it can't be that many other people who have like just two people together 1,000+ songs. Like,
yeah. That's because no matter where I go, I'm gonna have some sort of a studio, a recording, a producing ability wherever I'm at. So that kind of keep the workflow going. He stay motivated, I keep him motivated. So if I don't stop, he don't stop. If he don't stop, I don't stop. So
yeah, and it's really like that's when you know you're really doing something like special and together, because it's really like a two-way street. Like it's not just he's ready to go, you're giving beats, or you're just sending stuff hoping for something. Like it's really like two-way street together, really running through it. Man, it's crazy. I mean, is it what's kind of like the last couple of years been like some of those key moments? I mean, like Top's got to be one of those like really big breakthrough moments, like the music video and stuff. But I mean, what are some of those breakthrough moments? Like the way he's breaking through right now is just like crazy inspiring.
See, Top wouldn't really necessarily, I wouldn't say plan. That sort of just happened. I mean, like once I recorded the record, the Hot Top actually went. Once I actually recorded the record, he went outside and shot the video 30 minutes after we finished recording it, not thinking this could be the song. You know, he just was doing it just to have body of work collected. But as a couple of days passed, everybody around telling him like this might be the one, this might be the one. And he was sleeping on it. He ain't thinking. But as it started catching during the pandemic, he had to jump on the bandwagon and, you know, go with the move.
Most definitely. And yeah, I love like every Fredo project is great because it's like as certain artists you can expect, like very selective few people, whatever. Like as far as some of the other artists you've gotten to work with, I mean, the names kind of go on and on from, you know, Dirk, Melly, YNW Melly, Moneybag Yo, etc. Like who's some of kind of like the like standout studio sessions where you're just like, damn, that's crazy, or damn, working with bro is nuts, or just some of those type of sessions?
I'm gonna say all of them. I appreciate any and every opportunity that I do get to work with and established artists who, you know, going to that way. But I'll say this wasn't really a recording session at the time, but the time I was bumped into Kanye West at Hit Factory out there in Miami, and that was epic for me. You know, I had a fan moment inside.
Definitely.
You know,
I seen him at the same spot. I was like, whoa, like he doesn't even look like a real person. Like
yeah. And he greeted us with just a normal person, you know, like he wasn't like who he is, you know. So
yeah,
I respected that too, but it was brief.
Yeah, he was pretty cool when I met him too. Like, but that's just one of those like crazy one. Like he's got like a glow, like a glow, a fake person. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, what about like you have a few things now with Melly, YNW Melly, whether it's on Fredo project or amongst us. Like, what's kind of like your extent of working with Melly? Like, I feel like he's such just like a crazy talent that
yeah, he's special.
Yeah.
I kind of like work with Melly a good bit of times to the point where I have a few verses nobody never heard because me and him recorded it, you know. So every now and then, if it's something special about it, just delete the whole beat because it was recorded, you know, a couple of years ago, months ago, and just freshen the whole song up. I put a whole new beat on the song and just go from there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Was it like what I mean, what's the studio like with him? Like it's got to be just next level.
Oh yeah. He cool. He different, you know. So it took me a second to catch on to him, you know. He really got his own little way of how he record. He might go in and record about 5, 6 at a time.
Hardbody for president.
Hardbody for president.
Yeah.
Right, what's going on, man?
Oh, right there. Look, it's right there.
Hardbody B-Eazy for president, man. Best producer in the game.
Yeah, nice studio.
Yeah, you got to get over here, Fredo.
I know, man.
Nice studio.
Shit, that what he just said. It looked like a spaceship over there. He about to go to the studio now.
You got to get back to the Create studio, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Create studio?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's called.
When he finished, I called him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was hell.
Yeah, he grew his hair out.
Yeah, my shit ain't long as that.
Yeah, he about to go to the studio. Today, little Ivy's birthday, so they just got a little get together for him.
No, most definitely.
Yeah.
But, man, it's just been crazy just to watch. Like, it's been crazy. What I mean, let me ask you this: like, what are kind of like, I guess somebody wanting to get into like engineering, producing, etc. Like, what are some of the kind of like tips you got for them? Because I feel like it's such like a lifestyle type of thing if you really want to take it to the next level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, with producing or engineering, if you really want to get to the next level, you're gonna have to kind of like learn how to read, you know what I'm saying, understand certain things because it's more technical stuff involved with it. It's really no right or wrong way with creating the music, but composing it and, you know, different beats, measure chords and EQs, compression and echoes, delays, you got to pick up on that. Once you kind of like get familiar with your tools, it'll be breeze for you. But like you said, you're gonna have to kind of like turn it into a lifestyle almost. You have to like live that shit.
Yeah. If you want to take it to the next level, that's definitely what it'll take. But yeah, man. I mean, as far as kind of like what's next, what's on the horizon, like what's some of the stuff you're looking forward to as 2022 continues. I know you guys got a lot planned, a lot more music on the way. You guys are in a great spot now. We got a ton of stuff going on that we're working on. Like, what are you kind of looking forward to as the year continues?
Just keep going, but I got a special project I'm working on called The Key Player. It's gonna be my solo debut mixtape album, whatever the streets gonna call it. But I'm gonna kind of like narrate my story before anybody else narrate. I'm gonna narrate it the right way, you know. And that's pretty like much my baby I'm working on right now. But so far as that, I just want to keep going. Anybody who want to work, just reach out to me. You know, I'm always willing to work, and if I can't do it, I know somebody who can. So you know,
Yeah,
I'm always willing to pass the torch. I ain't got the ball hard. You know, I don't
definitely. That's the trait of a big time key player. What I was gonna say, what about like outside of music? Like, is there anything outside of music you're excited about that you got going on? Like, I mean, I know you do this every hour of the day, every minute of the day, damn near. But what's like a day in the life of Hardbody if you're doing some non-music regular shit?
Me, other than music, I don't really do too much nothing else. I mean, I might learn about some music equipment, but that's still dealing with music. Yeah. So, you know, other than that, I just probably like just hang out with my girl, go travel, you know what I'm saying? Chill with the family, stuff like that. I'm trying to get into the designing clothes and stuff too. So that might be something I might be, you know, really, really, really big in after this music wave.
Yeah. You're gonna do make your own clothes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. But I guess like I mean, just to kind of like break it down for people, like what is a day in the life of Hardbody like from when you wake up to go to sleep? Because I know you really just doing this 24/7, but you know, people just to kind of show people what it really takes to get to this point, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Well, normally I probably wake up about 12, 1 o'clock because I've been up from the previous night before. So by the time I get up, if I got a Red Bull or something in the fridge, I go grab that, take me a smoke, go through my email, go through my text messages, see who replied, who hit me about what, or what I need to finish, or who I need to talk to, or what I need to do. Once I get that all scheduled out, I'll write it on my whiteboard, my white dry erase board, and I just take my time throughout the day and knock it out. If it's something that got to carry over to the next couple of days, then it just stay up on the wall till I'm completely finished with it. Getting calls about mix this, make this, you know him, can you fix this all day, every day?
All day. How do even I could use some advice on this. Like you spoke to kind of like writing stuff down on a whiteboard. Like, how do you stay organized when it comes to all of that stuff? Because it's tough because like, I mean, you and I are probably similar in the way that people reach out to us, although what they're reaching out to us for is different. But like, it's just random shit all day from phone calls to emails to DMs to texts? Like, what do you kind of do to stay organized? Like, you just wake up, try to start at the bottom and see everything you missed, or how do you kind of like make sure you knock it all out?
My main thing, I try to find the priorities. I make sure I get the priorities done 100%. Everything else in between, it be hard because sometimes you get so caught up dealing with this person, and then you have to get up and do this and go visit this person, do this interview, meet this person, come back to the studio. It's like, damn, where I was. So, you know, I go back to the dry erase board and kind of like ground myself again and get back in the zone. Cause it'd be hard though. It'd be hard. I miss a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I try not to miss, but for the most part, it's really just at the moment for me. Cause sometimes I've been forgot about it, and then they hit me up, be like, "You did this?" Be like, "No, I didn't." Hold on. They hit me up and I didn't do it. I'll be like, "Yeah." I'm gonna send it to you when I get to the spot. I'll be on the laptop finishing it and send it to them. You know, it'll be like nothing ever happened. Nobody will know.
Yeah, I know you got to do that sometimes, is keep people's make sure you have a way to like keep the expectations a certain way. But no, it definitely gets crazy. It's just so much like people hitting you, whatever. But yeah, I mean, that is smart. I think it was like you spoke to like making sure you knock the priorities out first. I think it was like when PayPal first launched or something. Somebody was just telling me this story.
Yeah.
Like anything, like any digital platform, when it first launches, there's all types of like problems and this and that. And they were getting like, I don't even remember, but like thousands of something, like, you know, requests or this or that, but they were only like focusing on a very few amounts. So they were letting like thousands and thousands and thousands stack up, but they were making sure all the priority stuff got done, and it was able to work and not be a problem, because the most important stuff, which accounted for the most revenue, they were knocking out and letting all the other stuff kind of like just be something they dealt with after. Not to say it has to be about revenue, but it just speaks to like, if you kind of like prioritize things in the right way, you can kind of like free yourself of a burden of like, damn, I have 50 things to do, but it's like, no, you really got 7.
Right.
Don't worry about this after, you know what I mean?
Right, because some stuff is really just in the way too, because some people on the other end of that business not necessarily focus or want to complete what they have going on yet. So you don't have to make that priority, because they really just doing this as a hobby or whatnot. But so far as the priority, once you get the priority taken care of, the priority gonna help you advance. So once you advance, you still looking good and whatnot, and your business still together. Everything that you're missing in between gonna stay around, because it's trying to get to that priority spot too. Long as if you still got the work in, but long as you don't completely ignore them, just let them know you got them.
Yeah.
And when you do something for them, gift them some do a little extra just to compensate for whatever you may lacked on. So I always try to make up if it ever got to that point.
Most definitely. But all right, a couple good kind of like points to close on. I feel like it's every like producer, songwriter, like anybody attached to the big moments, like dream of just like being on stage for like that big moment or whatever, like watching it all kind of unfold. What are some of like your favorite like show experiences that you've been around for, like favorite cities that you've traveled to for like real like music interaction?
This go around, I'm gonna say it was for the baby birthday. He invited us to perform at the in Atlanta, and Rolling Loud was live.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
What so he brought you guys out a special guest during his set?
Yeah.
And
what at Rolling Loud he had his own set, but in Atlanta he invited us to come to the his birthday bash.
Damn, that was crazy. And you performed and everything?
Fredo did.
Yeah. What was like the songs that everyone just went crazy to?
At this time it was Top, and he did Ooh.
Yeah.
He did Top and Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh was about to go gold, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It was like 8 to 10,000 more streams, and we there.
I was looking at it the other day. It's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a conversation about that earlier. That's like our first one that got us to this point.
The first one,
So,
yeah. You, Concept P, salute to Concept P, Einer Banks.
yeah.
Crazy. Man. That's crazy. I still remember when that dropped on World Star back in the day. Like that was one of the ones that was just like boom, like it was crazy.
Yeah. I ain't really understand that song when it came out. I was still heavily influenced in trap music myself, you know. And Fredo, he just kept trying new stuff, and he popped out with that one. And then I had to catch on his wave, and not, you know, the level of how Ooh is. Every song before that was nothing like it. You know, that was his first and only different song to me at that time.
Yeah. Man, it's been crazy, but it's been so awesome to watch just from the outside looking in, like keeping an eye on it. I guess what's kind of, some, you know, motivation from Hardbody, I guess, in conclusion. Like, what would you tell 2014 Hardbody that's like just working, not really knowing if it's going to get to a point or this or that, or even just like the young up and coming producer who wants to be, someone's go-to guy? Like what's kind of some of the advice you would give to those younger producers?
Main thing is stay consistent and just don't give up. Don't let too many no's discourage you, you know, because getting no's all the time will make people quit their dream or slack on their dream. So, you know, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Everybody got their time, you know. The main thing, branding. Learn how to brand. That's the key to it all. Brand, and you could get that.
Yeah, man, it's been a crazy ride, but we're so appreciative. A ton of good information, whether it's on the engineering tip or producer tip. Can't thank you enough, bro. I can't wait to see kind of what comes next. Hardbody for president, like Fredo said, that might have to be your next tape after Key Player.
Right.
So, yeah. And speaking to the merch, you're about to start making some merch. You might have to put that on a hat or something.
Yeah. I'm about to do t-shirts, the hats, the jeans, the joggers, the hoodies, everything.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout.
Now we got to get into it, but we appreciate it, man. The producer room, powered by producer culture. This one of the best people in the music game that I don't come across for sure. Everyone make sure you tap in, show a lot of love, hit them if you need anything. And yeah, other than that, like I said, let me know if you want to see some more engineers. If you want, obviously we're gonna keep the producers coming, but drop whoever in the comments that you want to see next. Producer room, powered by producer culture. Hardbody B-Eazy, the GOAT. We appreciate it big time, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Hell yeah.